Have you ever wondered how refrigerated trucks were created? Could the Good Humor ice cream Ford Model T truck and the ice cream industry have had a part in making the modern Thermo King refrigerated semi-trailer? Since I could find nothing about Alexander Trucking of Marshall, Michigan, other than it was founded by Jerry Alexander, I thought I would relate to you a brief history of Thermo King and the origins of refrigerated semi-trailers. If anyone knows anything at all about Jerry Alexander's truck line, please let me know in the comments below. I know Alexander Trucking must have existed because I found a picture of the real truck, but their history is a mystery. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and this is Toy Talk. Later on in the video, I'm going to do a product review of DCP by First Gear's Fallen Flag Series Kenworth K100 with a Thermo King Reefer trailer for Alexander Trucking. I've also got a link down below to buy one of these great trucks for your collection while supplies last. Also, there's a link to get a checklist of the entire Fallen Flag series. Now to the origins of refrigerated trucking around the world. Refrigerated freight has come a long way over the last 100 years. Since the late 1800s, people have been trying to find the best ways to ship perishable goods while maintaining the proper temperature. Ice remained the chief method to keep perishable food and other products from spoiling. The early 1920 insulated semi-trailers became alternatives to the railroad transport for perishable products like meat. Like the railroad, who had insulated cars and loaded them with ice, the earlier semi-trailers were also insulated and loaded in similar ways with ice and perishable products. Moving ahead to 1925, the ice cream industry introduced the first successful mechanically refrigerated trucks. Frederick McKinley Jones was the inventor of the refrigeration unit used. I might add that Mr. Jones invented the first portable refrigeration unit. With his innovations, mobile refrigeration was improved for the long and short distance transport of ice cream, medical supplies, food, and other perishable goods. For more detailed info on the ice cream truck, see my video on Good Humor Ice Cream with the link in the description below. Enter Joseph Numero. Joseph was an entrepreneur and owned a cinema sound business. One day, Joseph found himself in a friendly golf course wager. A challenge, you might say, to invent a mechanically refrigerated semi-trailer. Fine, he said, and asked Fred Jones, who had already invented a portable refrigeration unit for the ice cream business back in 1925, to invent a temperature-controlled semi-trailer. In 1938, Jones designed the portable air cooling units used on trucks that carried perishable goods. By 1940, he received a patent for his invention. This pioneering mechanical refrigeration unit replaced blocks of ice previously used to cool semi-trailers, transforming the transportation industry. Now it is possible to confidently and reliably ship frozen and other perishable foods over long distances that previously was iffy using the old iced load method. To learn about refrigerated transportation, see my video on Fruehauf trailers with the link down below. As a result of Fred's invention and his belief in how important the mechanical refrigeration unit was to a fast-growing transportation industry, Numero decided to sell his cinema sound firm in order to go into business with Fred Jones. Together they formed a new company, the U.S. Thermo Control Company, later known as the Thermo King Corporation, named after Fred Jones's invention, known as the Thermo King. By 1949, the company had become a multi-million-dollar company with the introduction of the refrigerated trailer to the trucking industry. Over the years, Thermo King developed the reputation of reliability and innovation. So, in 1997, when Ingersoll Rand was looking to get into the mobile refrigeration business, Thermo King was the perfect choice to purchase. Thermo King is still the leader in mobile refrigeration and creating new innovations to make the transportation of cold loads easier, more efficient, and safer. That is a brief history of the Thermo King Company and of semi-trailer refrigeration. Other companies have developed refrigeration equipment for semi-trailers, but for the last 75 years, Thermo King leads the way in refrigerated transport.
And this is DCP by First Gear's Fallen Flag Kenworth K100 flat top with 40-foot vintage reefer van for Alexander Trucking of Marshall, Michigan. Comes in their standard box with a 2-piece blister and an extra set of mirrors. And it is item number 60-0846. And there we go. That's the trailer. The truck is sitting right behind it. And I'll start off with this trailer. It's the 40-foot vintage dry van that was the DCP tooling, and it came over when First Gear bought DCP. It's based on the Fruehauf trailer from the vintage series that they made years and years ago. It rides on 10-hole chrome wheels with soft rubber tires. It has the typical DCP screw-down type landing gear, which is really cool. And it has a Thermo King reefer on the front. This one is painted up for Alexander Truck Lines, and you can see it has the white sides, the blue top on it, the silver underneath, and that really, really fancy American flag and Alexander painted on the trailer. Doesn't that look sharp? Also, it has the few marker lights across the upper right near the roof. On the corner there, it has a trailer number of 4127 so the driver could see it while he's driving by, or in his mirror when he's backing up to it. Around on the back of this trailer, there's another trailer number there, 4127. It has the flag in Alexander at the top of the doors. Cam locks and the hinges are tampoed in silver. It has 3 roof clearance lights up there at the top, and then you can see the little blue across the top. The doors are white and the sides are white, also so is the ICC bumper. The mud flaps are black and they're hard plastic, and then you can see the 2 brake lights. Well, it has 2 lights on each side down below. One is amber and one is red, so it looks like this has amber turn signals, even though amber turn signals was not common on trucks back in the day. It's not even common today on trucks in the United States. Other parts of the world, yes, but not the United States. Round on the passenger side here, same great graphics, but you can also see the rivet detail and the rib detail. This is based on the beaded side of the trailer that they had back in the day, and they did a really nice job replicating it. Underneath, it has a kingpin for your DCP first gear trucks, and it's recessed in, which is really wrong. They ought to fix that, but they still haven't fixed it from day one at DCP. The landing gear, the center cross braces are painted in black, and the fuel tank is painted in the Alexander blue, and it goes all the way across. There is air brake canisters and nice suspension, working suspension on the tandems in the back. It has the rails there where the tandems would slide, but they don't really slide. They're fixed in place. And it also has that little loop underneath the trailer, which is where the airlines hang that go over to the tandems. There's also a spare tire carrier with a spare tire and wheel mounted in it. Right there. It has the chrome pinhole. So you're good to go. There's a date of manufacture right behind the kingpin of 20220. This trailer was made on the 202nd day of 2020. Around front, there we go. You can see the electrical line hookups and the airline hookups, other controllers, and that really nice Thermo King reefer. It has the grill area up there for the reefer. Thermo King written right up high. A Thermo King logo down here. Then it has the air intake or air cleaner right there on the side. And this one is painted in a light green instead of being painted to match the truck. It's painted in a, well, I guess it's a medium gray green color. The Thermo King and the grill are painted in silver. Pretty nice job. There's the trailer number on both sides, on the corners, and then up here there is 2 clearance lights. Clearance lights were a lot more common on the front of trailers than they are today. Now let's set the trailer back, and I've already put the landing gear down, so that's not a problem. Doesn't that look sharp? Now, here is the tractor. It is the Kenworth K100 Flattop double bunk sleeper. It has chrome fuel tanks, chrome 10-hole wheels, and soft rubber tires. There's a truck number of 404 on the fuel tank, black bands that mount the fuel tank. It has chrome steps and grab bar, chrome air cleaner, and it has the chrome little mud flap here. They didn't paint it black, they just left it all chrome. Right above where the front tire is, it says Kenworth written out there. And then on the door it says Alexander Trucking, Marshall, Michigan. Has a door handle that's tampoed silver. The toolbox door handle is tampoed silver. The ICC-CC number is right there behind the handrail. It has chrome mirrors, chrome spotlight, turn signal, and a marker light / reflector down there. Frame is painted in the blue. Kind of unique, as most companies didn't really bother to paint frames back then. This truck is nicknamed Miss Irene, and it has Miss Irene written right there on the front. And then it has 2 roses right there, 1 on each side. Really nice. Kenworth logo right there in the center, right above the bar and the grill. And then the checkerboard style grill with the center bar for Kenworth. Has 2 little wire loop hand grabs so that you could climb up and wash your windows. The center bar of the windshield here is actually a die-cast piece. The window is a 1 piece, but it's behind it, and it looks like it's got 2 pieces. Then they painted it in black all the way around, so it looks like it has gaskets. Windshield wipers not really well defined, but they're sort of tampoed in silver. Nice straight bumper. Individual jewel style headlights on each side. And then it has a body matched blue visor right there. Really, really nice. Around over on this passenger side here, it has the Alexander Trucking logo on the door, Marshall, Michigan. The pinstriping detail, the gold and the black striping, ICC number. It has its steps here, same chrome wheels on each side with soft rubber tires. Air tank, battery box, and the mud flap here behind the wheel. This time it's painted black and the battery box is painted blue instead of chrome. There's a mirror, turn signal, reflector, and the extra grab bar. Also, it has the truck number of 404 on the fuel tank and then the 3 bands. Really nice. Quarter fenders back here on both sides are painted in blue instead of chrome plated. Up on top, you can see the chrome diamond plate deck plate back here. The tops of the exhaust stacks are actually, they tampoed them with a little bit of black so it looks like they're hollow. It has your roof clearance lights, the bullet style lights, which were very common in the 70s, and then 2 chrome air horns. Now the roof lights are not chrome plated, they're molded into the body, and then they just paint them silver and then put a little orange paint for amber lenses on each side. You can also see how those wire grab bars are really, really nice. Round to the back here. We'll start with here. You have black mud flaps and the blue bumper bar, and then it has the brake lights, backup lights all on it. Really, really sharp. Now we'll tip up. You can see it has the single air cleaner on the passenger side, painted in body blue. The frames that hold them up are all in body blue. There's an air start tank, grab bar, and a grab bar to get up there. A pogo stick without any real air lines hanging on it. And then it has 2 chrome exhaust stacks, so it has dual stacks on this guy. Fifth wheel set up for DCP first gear trailers, or pretty much any trailer that has a straight kingpin, and it does pivot a little. See that? And all they did a super nice job. Also back here behind this bracing that's for holding up the exhaust stacks, there is a grill piece right there. That's a Kenworth thing. Most cab overs didn't have it. Underneath, you can see the bottom of the tan motor, Cummins, the transmission that's red, and then it has drive shaft to the first differential, drive shaft to the second differential, so both axles are powered, air brake canisters on both axles, working suspension, nice tread pattern. It's really a drive tire on all the wheels, air tanks, bottom of the fuel tanks, another air tank, and then there's your air cleaner. That flap is black, is chrome, and that one there is black. Weird. It has spring front suspension, and then it also has positionable steering. It's not true steering, it just clicks in place. It doesn't steer like you would think, but you can have it set with the wheels turned if you want to. Now we'll go on and tilt this cab, because this COE is a tilt cab, just like that. If you pull it too far, the cab will come right off the frame the way they made it. The interior of the cab of this guy is all gray. It has seats, gear shift, steering wheel, and bunk. And we'll get this guy all hitched up here, ready to haul out with a load of frozen food headed someplace. And there we go. That is the Kenworth K100 flat top double bunk sleeper with 40-foot vintage reefer trailer carrying a Thermo King reefer for Alexander Trucking of Marshall, Michigan. If you guys know anything about Jerry Alexander's trucking company, please let me know down in the comments, because I couldn't find anything on them except for one picture of this particular trucking trailer. So just let me know. And also don't forget, while supplies last, you can buy one of these with a link down in the description below that goes over to my website.
Thermo King's founder, Joseph Numero, and chief engineer, Frederick Jones, patented the first successful mechanical refrigeration unit in 1940. Today, Thermo King is a global leader in transportation temperature control systems for mobile applications, including truck, trailer, bus, rail, and marine. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And remember that while supplies last, I have a few of these Alexander Trucking replicas available with the link in the description below. And even if the link is still there, grab my checklist on DCP by First Gear's Fallen Flag series with another link below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please go on and smash that like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm. Drop your comments below, share this video with your followers, and subscribe for more great histories and diecast product reviews. I'm Logan, the 64th Gear Jammer Skeele, and I'll be back soon with another episode of Toy Talk. The early 1920 insulated semi-trailers became alternatives to the railroad transport for perishable. Please smash that like button to help me out with the YouTube algorithm.
That didn't sound right.
What?
You hesitated on it. Do this page over.
Now to the origins of. Yeah.
Want some juice?
Yes.
Do it yourself.